Hey guys, it's Michelle on the Shelves here, and I am coming at you with a book haul. And I want to start off by saying that, as Bookie Laura mentioned in one of her recent videos, which I will link, it doesn't have to cost a lot to be a booktuber. And I wanted to show you this book haul as an example. Every semester, my workplace, the staff council does a book exchange. And you're able to, even if you didn't bring anything, you're able to go get books. It's a sustainability initiative. However, I always try to bring some books so that I can take a kind of a, it feels more fair to me, I guess. So this book haul is specifically from that. So let's just dive right in. The first book I got seems weird, but it's the Book of Common Prayer. Which is the Episcopal / Anglican, their book of prayers, basically. The reason I like it is because for my first master's degree, I studied church history, and the Episcopal Anglican church is one of my favorite things to study, and I have attended them off and on over the years. And the next book I got is The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Why not? You know, it's free. It's supposed to be funny, so I'm going to give this a shot. A lot of the books they have at these things are from the University of New Mexico Press. Because that's where I work, is a branch campus of that. And so the press donates a lot of free books. I'm sure it's probably their overstock. And it's generally local authors, if not from New Mexico, then generally from the area. So this book is called Little Gray Men, Roswell and the Rise of a Popular Culture by Toby Smith. And it is just about that. It's about Roswell, which is here in New Mexico. It's about 3 hours from me. And it's just about how he spent a week in the late 90s in Roswell, and he started thinking about its effects on aliens and popular culture. So this one seemed really fascinating to me, and hopefully soon I will be able to make a trip down and over to Roswell. So I thought I would pick this up. The next book is a part of my personal goal for this year to figuratively inject color into my reading. That is People of Color, Authors of Color. And it's also a classic. I picked up Beloved by Toni Morrison. I know it's a hard read, so it's something that I would take my time with. But I wanted to have this on my shelf. And I just now noticed that there's underlining, so I'm guessing somebody used it in school. That's okay, it's free. You know, you learn to not be crazy picky when your books are free. You know, you're just grateful to have them. So this is something that I think will really add some literary weight to my bookshelf. The next one is another one from the University of New Mexico Press. It is by a Colorado author, and it's the story of a romance from the 1870s and the letters that the two wrote back and forth to each other after the man had headed over to Colorado in that whole homesteading vibe that was going on. The letters not only depict their relationship, but what life was like back then and the things that homesteaders went through. It's called Love in an Envelope, A Courtship in the American West. It is edited by Daniel Tyler with Betty Henshaw. So I'm really into letters and diary type things, especially of real people. So this sounded really interesting to me, and I really actually like the cover, and it's new. There's one of my dogs, so I thought I would pick it up. The next book I got was also from memory lane. I don't think I had this one as a kid, but I'm pretty sure I read it. It is a Berenstain Bears book. It is called Moving Day. And I'm debating if I want to keep it, or I thought about sending it to my niece and share the Berenstain Bears with her, my 3-year-old niece. So that was a surprise find that was really cool. The next book is one I have already read, and I haven't checked. I couldn't remember if I had it or not, so I decided to grab it and just in case, because finding a book like this for free is a huge coup. So it is Half-Blood Prince, and it's the covers that I like. That's a random question in the middle of this video. Comment below of all the different Harry Potter covers, which set do you like? This set is my personal favorite. So it's a beautiful copy that looks like it was rarely used. So I was very excited. They had some of the others, but I knew for sure I already had 5 and 3. I had seen 7 in the donation bin, but I think somebody already got to it. So this was a pretty awesome score. Hold on one second. One of my dogs wants up here, the other one. This is little sister. Okay, back to the book haul. The next one is A Field Guide to Demons, Fairies, Fallen Angels, and Other Subversive Spirits by Carol K. Mack and Dina Mack. Just thought this would be an interesting read, since I enjoy reading about this kind of stuff and watching TV shows with it in there. It just looked really interesting. And I just now noticed these 2 authors, one of them has a degree in religious studies, and the other has a religious studies degree and a cultural anthropology degree. So I think it's really cool when academics write about this. And it's got all kinds of things. It has an entry on Satan, on Australia's Namargon. Let me see if there's one. What else is there? Oh, it sorts it up like by deserts. It has some creatures from India. So I think this kind of stuff is really cool. So I'm looking forward to this book. The next one is another one from the university's press. It's called The Prophet and Other Stories, Jewish Latin America. It is by Samuel Rawlett. And I got it because it is about Jews in Latin America and or Jewish Latin Americans. I worked at a Jewish museum for a number of years, and I also have a very close friend who likes Jewish studies, and he's probably watching this, so this one's for you. But I may give it a read before I mail it out. Of course, we have the next and last 2 books are all, again, from the University of New Mexico Press. This one is called Sychar Chavez and the Common Sense of Nonviolence by Jose Antonio Orozco. And it is about Sychar Chavez and his, I don't know if it's like his birthday or he has a day, and it's celebrated here in New Mexico. Important figure, and I like reading about people with nonviolence approaches, so I was actually kind of excited to pick this up and not only expand my knowledge of important figures in Latin America, but also read more about people who take a nonviolent approach. And the final book is called The Ghost Ocean by Richard Banky. What made me want to pick it up is it is a crime mystery, and it is about a Bureau of Land Management ranger who finds the body of a 12-year-old girl when he is tracking wolf poachers. And I think that sounds really interesting, and I do enjoy a true crime or fictional crime novel, sort of forensic type thing. And to have it set in New Mexico is extra awesome. So I thought I would grab this one and give it a read. I don't know if it'll be one of the first ones out of this haul that I read, but it is going to be hopefully in May. So I'm not the type to say here's what I'm going to read in X month, but I think it would be cool to get to this one. And I don't know about you, but I'm kind of into local authors, especially in a state like New Mexico that does not get a lot of recognition. In spite of the fact that they film quite a bit of movies and TV shows here. Breaking Bad. And they're also filming Better Call Saul here. So I wanted to share these books with you and just remind you, again, to reference Bookie Laura's video, it doesn't have to cost a lot to have a booktube channel. And I also have a library haul that I'll probably put up soon as well, my most recent one. Got some pretty cool books in that one. And then I've got another book coming in the mail from Paperback Swap. And I'll go ahead and put the link down below this time. But when I show you that book, I can talk a little bit more about Paperback Swap and show you that. Don't forget to like this video and comment, and please subscribe if you haven't. I'm getting better about posting more regularly, and now you can benefit from that. Also, you got to see my dogs.